So I'm going to be talking about my X-ray tube building model. This is it right here. Okay. So we're going to start off by the protective housing, and its function is a lead-lined metal structure that provides solid, stable mechanical support, and this serves as an electrical insulator and thermal cushion for the X-ray tube. And it is represented in my project just by the outside of the box. So that is the protective housing. Next we have the glass metal envelope, and the function is to maintain a vacuum inside the X-ray tube to allow free electron travel from cathode to anode without air interference. It also contains the entire electron stream and prevents oxidation of internal parts. And that is represented by this right here, which is just like the bottom of a water bottle. So it's right here. Next we have the cathode, and that is the negative side of the X-ray tube. It produces and focuses the electron cloud directed toward the anode, and that is represented by this blue cup right here. The filament, the function is it's a coil wire that when heated it emits electrons through thermionic emission, and it is represented by a safety pin right there, and that's the filament. Next we have the focusing cup, and the function for the focusing cup, it is a negatively charged metal structure that surrounds the filament. It focuses the emitted electrons into a tight beam directed at the anode, and for that it is represented right here by this piece of cardboard. Next we have the rotating anode disc. The function is that it rotates to spread the heat produced during X-ray generation over a larger area. It allows for higher tube currents and exposure times. And for that, I used a to-go lid, just like the middle of it. So it is right here. And then with that, we have the target of the anode, and that is the area of an anode struck by electrons. It is where X-rays are produced. And I have that represented by that red pipe cleaner inside of the lid, which is the rotating anode disc. And next we have the rotor. The function is that it is connected to the anode disc inside the tube. It spins the anode when activated, allowing the heat to be distributed across a larger surface. And for the rotator, it is this red cup right here. So it's the rotator. And then the stator, it is located outside the glass envelope, produces a rotating magnetic field that causes the rotator to spin. And that is represented by these brown pieces of paper right here. Next we have the thermodynamic cloud of electrons. It is a cloud of free electrons emitted from the filament due to heating. These electrons are accelerated towards the anode to create X-rays. And on my project, that is located right here, and that is just a cotton round, and I just drew the E's, which those represent the electrons. So it's just right there. And that is oh, you can't see the sign, but it kind of fell, but it's right there. Next we have the X-ray photon beam, and that is the final product of X-ray photons emitted from the anode target that pass through the tube window and are used for imaging internal structures. And that is represented by these yellow pipe cleaners right here at the bottom. And then, oops. And then lastly, we have the window port. Sorry. And the function of the window port is that it's designed to allow X-rays generated inside the tube to exit with minimal absorption. And that is represented by this hole right here at the bottom. So that is the window port. And this is my X-ray tube building project.